In Your Dreams, written by Sally Morgan and illustrated by Bronwyn Bancroft. Susie sat glumly at the kitchen table, trying to do her homework. It had been half an hour since she'd written What I Want to Be When I Grow Up by Susie Martin. Can I help? Her mum asked. Susie shook her head. No one can, she sighed. The trouble is, I just don't know what I want to be when I grow up. That night, Susie had a dream. In her dream, a brilliant rainbow arched right across the night sky. Susie reached out, dipped her hand into the rainbow, then pressed her palm against the sky. It made a bright yellow star. Laughing, she dipped her hand into all the other rainbow colours, one after the other. Soon the whole night sky was filled with Susie's handmade stars. The next day at school, all Susie could think about was her dream. Have you started your essay yet? Asked Mrs. Eaton, her teacher. Or are you still daydreaming? Susie still hadn't written anything, but she had drawn lots of colourful birds and animals in the margins. Right, said Mrs. Eaton. You can stay in and work on it at lunchtime. Remember, it has to be handed in on Monday. Now try and concentrate. But Susie couldn't. When Susie got home from school, she told her mum about her dream. Perhaps it means you're going to be an astronaut, her mum said. Ah, that's not it, interrupted her brother Ryan. Her dream just means she's crazy. Off the planet. Ryan ran away chanting, Susie's off the planet, Susie's off the planet. I know, Suze, her mum smiled. Why don't you go and ask Gran for help? She's good with dreams. What a wonderful dream, Gran sighed when Susie told her. I wish I could have one like that. But what does it mean, Gran? Susie asked. A dream is special, with special meaning, just for you. So it's best if you can work it out for yourself, Gran said kindly. You shouldn't worry, though. Another dream will come to help you if you get stuck. Sure enough, it wasn't long before Susie had another dream. This time, she was underwater in a rainbow-coloured boat. Soon she was dipping her fingers into every colour, filling the ocean with all kinds of wondrous fishy creatures. Hey, Dad, Susie said next morning, I had a really weird dream last night. Well, he said, when Susie finished telling him the dream, perhaps it means your future will have something to do with water. Maybe you'll grow up to be a marine biologist. That's pretty exciting, and you'd make a good living. Nah, laughed her sister Janie. You've got it wrong, Dad. It means Susie will grow up to be shark bait. You're just jealous, Susie snapped. Now I've got two dreams I can't understand, Susie complained to Gran. Oh, there's more than one way to solve a dream, Gran chuckled. Now, I'll draw something and you tell me who you think it is. Susie looked. It's Pudge, she giggled. But he needs a bone, Gran. Here, let me draw it. Oh, that's very good, said Gran, as she gave Susie a strange smile. Susie had the feeling that Gran was trying to tell her something. That weekend, Susie's family went on a picnic. Come on, you kids, Gran said as she headed off into the bush. Let's go see what we can find. But they all got a big fright when they almost walked into a huge spiderweb. It hung magically across their path. Dewdrops glistening like watery crystals from the silvery threads. Susie had never seen anything so beautiful. You can learn a lot from natural things, Gran said. The earth is full of all kinds of pictures and patterns. Later, they stopped to rest by a river and Gran pointed to the big paperbark trees. Paperbark trees are very generous, she explained. They don't mind if you peel a little bit off here and there. When I was a young girl, I used to make paperbark pictures. Susie noticed then how each piece of paperbark was different. No two trees are ever alike, said Gran. Just like people. Everyone has something special to give. That night, Susie dreamed again. In her dream, she was back at the river with Gran. All sorts of wild creatures crowded around, strutting and preening and arguing with each other. "I'll stop it," Susie ordered. "There's no need to fight about who goes first. I'll draw all of you." When she woke up, Susie knew exactly what she wanted to be. Susie couldn't understand why her mum and dad weren't really excited that she was going to be an artist. "You see, Susie," her mum explained, "you're a clever girl. If you study a bit more, you can be anything, anything at all." "What about a lawyer?" her dad suggested, "or a doctor?" "But I want to be an artist," Susie wailed. "You couldn't even paint a house," laughed Ryan. "Listen, Suze," her dad said kindly. "My father was an artist. He worked very, very hard, but he was always broke. I want you to have more than that." "Times change," Gran said gently. "Let the girl follow her dreams." "Well, well, well," Mrs. Eaton said when Susie finally handed in her essay. "So you want to be an artist? Perhaps you should enter the council's art competition. First prize is $100 worth of paints and brushes for the winner, plus a new computer for the school." But when Susie heard how many students would be entering from all the schools in the area, she felt scared. "Got to be in it to win it," Mrs. Eaton encouraged. Susie reluctantly filled in an entry form. "Good morning, everyone," boomed the headmaster's cheery voice over the school's PA system. "As you all know, the results of the council's art competition were being announced today. We have just heard that our very own Carla Primary School has taken out first prize." Everyone cheered. "I'm sure you're all looking forward to the school getting a new computer, so let's give 3 cheers for the student who made it possible. Susie Martin!" "I must be dreaming," exclaimed Susie as she fell off her chair. "Well, Suze," said her dad, "you're a chip off the old block. Your grandfather would have been proud of you. I sure am." "We all are," added her mum. "Gran was right," Susie giggled. "It's good to follow your dreams." "Why don't we all go to bed early tonight?" suggested Gran. "Then we might have dreams as good as Susie's." Everyone laughed.